Welcome in, everybody, to part 2 of Where Have All the Five Stripes Gone? We are back, all 5 of us. Glenn is here, Jennifer is here, Nick is here, Kat is here, Amy is here. Oh my God, we got through an intro.
Hey!
We did it.
Wait,
that means it can only go downhill from here. Don't forget that. It's only going to get exponentially worse from here. It's like a stepping stone.
Well, that's a wrap.
Terrible.
See you guys for part 3.
And it's even more impressive because we are from just inside and way the hell outside the perimeter tonight. Jennifer is down in Costa Rica. And she has made time. The time zone difference. Oh my God. It's like 20 hours, isn't it?
It's actually not that bad right now because they don't do daylight savings time, so we're only an hour behind.
Can we please? I know we live in divided times. I know. But surely we can agree that we just need to do away with daylight savings time. Yes?
I mean,
yes, everyone agrees.
Good. Okay.
Ben Franklin should rot in hell. I'm just kidding.
So every fall, I do enjoy the fall back. I admit. I do.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The spring forward is so bad. It is so bad.
It's true.
Talk about
and I gotta tell you, for parents with children, especially parents with children with special needs like mine, it's reversed.
How? Not to get too deep into the weeds.
I know. You got to think about it because if my son is used to getting up at 6, and then we tell him to stay in bed an hour longer, his body doesn't know how to do that. So he's going to keep getting up at 6. So in reality, it's like nothing changes. And then in the spring is when I actually get to sleep because
I see what you're saying.
It's a weird reverse.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, no, most, if not all parents hate daylight savings.
It does really mess with your circadian rhythm.
It does.
Like there are so many more accidents when we spring forward, like than any other time in the year.
And look, we need
to solve all this.
We don't need to keep the sun up an hour longer because we need to farm crops. So let's just do away with something that's 200 years old and let's just move. Let's live in modern time.
We already killed all the farmers and crops with tariffs now. So
agreed.
Amen.
Agreed. All right. So let's spring forward into the next group of players. Hey, segues. I got them. There you go. Amy, take it away.
All right. Well, we're starting off with, I'm sure, one of the most well-known Five Stripes. Mr. Harrison Heath, all joking aside.
Yeah, the poster is...
He made an appearance with the team in 2017 before he moved on to the USL, and he kind of yo-yoed between USL and MLS. He went to Minnesota United, might remember him from that, and then Miami FC. But most recently, he has found himself as the director of coaching for the Girls Academy at STA Soccer in New Jersey, focusing on youth development and coaching education. And I think it's interesting the number of guys that we have that have gone into coaching and are being not just going into it, but seem to be very successful.
Especially on the youth side of things. It seems to be really important. I don't know if that's just kind of serendipitous in the way it's worked out, or if that's kind of like the ethos of the club and you're just gravitated towards that, because we do good things with our academy here. I know, first team, I know, but like the kids have done well, and it seems to attract that kind of mindset, or that, you know, that kind of person where they want to do that afterwards. Also, low key, a number of our players have gone through or stopped off at Minnesota United and Miami.
Yeah.
Maybe that just denotes a good working relationship with Minnesota United, that, you know, if we think someone's going to go on the market, we give them a call first, you know. That's not necessarily bad.
True.
We did start the same time, you know.
Hashtag twinning.
And, you know, interesting, the next guy on the list also has gone into coaching. So that is one Emerson Heineman.
Emerson.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Emerson.
We're all learning something tonight.
Yeah, so he left and he signed with Memphis FC through 2023, and then he retired, and he has returned to Dallas, and he is on the ECNL staff for the Dallas Texans in his hometown, where he is also mentoring youth players and contributing to elite youth clubs. So the ECNL are like your, elite club development. STA, I think, is feeder for national team stuff. So we've got 2 guys who have left the team and have gotten into more coaching and youth development. And I'm happy for Heineman. He
was a good dude.
Seemed like he had so much potential, and it just never could go quite right. And the injuries, I think.
But he's been tenacious and resilient and resourceful and doing his thing. That's great. Cool.
Yeah, and he was kind of a
emo hair. I miss that emo hair. He had such a perfect emo haircut. Like
he was kind of a COVID victim, kind of in some sense too. You know, like
bit.
with that season being the way that it was, it's like he very easily could have broken out that season, and it was just completely
agreed.
Stopped short. So.
That man also had quads of steel. If you go back and look at pictures of him, like his legs, like hot, like incredible stuff.
We've had some at this club. Maybe not of lately. That the quotient has gone down, but as far as like top tier thighs,
yeah, I mean,
we've done
him
well.
And then Gigi came in after that, and
Tito is the OG.
Tito is the only thigh
like,
for me.
Tito is one of those come on, that's stupid. It's not fair.
I know we're
anyhow,
get to him,
doesn't get better.
Like,
we got to save something for Jen's
we
list.
Do.
That's all we're saying.
We do.
Can we just have a moment for the greatest thighs to ever grace the pitch at Atlanta United?
Tito's eyes and Tito's thighs, man.
Too.
It's just his Instagram is ridiculous.
His head look really good,
it's true.
Didn't he?
I don't know how he pulled that
off. His Instagram is dumb. Go on there sometime. It's dumb.
I know. It's so hot and dumb. I know.
No filter. Anyhow.
All right.
On.
So speaking of Instagram, I had to stalk this next player to figure out what he was up to.
Okay.
And
it's always a good sign.
That would be one Adam John.
Adam John.
He didn't lock it down and keep it private like Clement Diop did.
So he no, he did not make it private. You can follow and still see what he's up to on Instagram and at least of late. And after he left here, he went to Orange County and then he retired. And post-retirement has not been widely publicized, but it appears that he is currently a data engineer with Carvana.
Is he still selling crypto? Is that a thing?
I don't know. Was he doing that? They're just all I saw was
someone
if you go on his
Instagram
Insta, it's a very nice picture, and he has his work listed and an @Go Carvana. So
good.
Okay.
Someone in maybe it was the FanTV Discord had said like, oh, he's selling crypto. Like maybe that was like 2 or 3 years ago though. Maybe he has a real job now.
It also could have just been a joke too, because like I think nowadays that's kind of become synonymous with you don't have a real job. So
I'm selling crypto.
Yeah.
Day trader.
Yeah.
Day trader.
Right. It's the new day trader. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Random, but cool.
Hey, I mean, there you go.
Yeah.
Next up, believe it or not, we have yet another former player that has gone into coaching.
I thought you were going to say another Carvana. I was going to be like, no way.
It's another guy who works for Carvana.
Yeah, no. Kenwin Jones. Anybody remember?
Kenwin.
That's a 17er.
Mr. Backflipper.
Yep, backflip celebration.
He's the most acrobatic 5-stripe.
Yeah, big dude too for a backflip. Yeah.
So he moved into coaching and leading in his home country Trinidad and Tobago, I guess, or at least where he has gone down. He's gone to Trinidad and Tobago's women. He's working with the women's national team actually there.
Oh. Well, that's cool.
He is helping them focus on grassroots and youth development with
once again, yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. After retirement, he went to the Trinidad women's national team, and then, sorry guys, can't read my own notes.
Yeah.
Now he is coaching with Queen's Royal College in Trinidad and Tobago. So, still down there coaching.
Still down there, still coaching.
I don't blame him. It's better weather.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey, it's rainy and shitty up there here tonight, okay? Says the Costa Rican gal at the moment. So
I also happen to know that there's a plethora of women, namely one birthday girl recently, DJ Aero, that would be very happy to know that Kenwin Jones has settled down in swim trunks in Trinidad and Tobago on a permanent basis.
Excellent.
All right, so next up on the list, hey, it's a former player that is in fact still playing. And not only is he still playing, he's still playing in MLS. And that would be Mr. Alec Kahn.
Kahn. Didn't he just retire?
I thought he just announced
maybe just now.
Yeah, he did. Just now, but he was playing up until recently, and I believe Cincinnati did a nice little thing for him of a nice little retirement like recognition and stuff. What a guy. He was okay here. He was okay.
Yeah. No, listen, he did very well in the first part of 2017 while we were
Absolutely.
waiting for Goose to come.
Yeah.
Some wanted him to keep the job when Goose arrived.
I remember that.
Remember, because he did a very good job.
Admittedly, I was one of them. I was. I raised my hand to that.
And I was always surprised that he didn't quite make it to the start, but he did get his shot a couple of times, and I thought he was going to ultimately end up starting somewhere else, and he did a little bit.
He won us a trophy.
He did, didn't he?
He won us a trophy.
He was part of the team that won a trophy, 100%.
No, he started the U.S. Open Cup final.
Oh, that's right. That's
won us the trophy. And
was it Open Cup or the other one?
It was Open Cup.
Yeah.
No, I can't. It was open. I thought it was Open Cup. It could have been Campeones Cup. It was definitely one of the cups, but he was definitely.
It was one of them.
Between the pipes for one of the cup finals that we won. And also,
I feel like it would make more sense for
U.S. Open Cup.
Open Cup. Yeah.
The other just kind of I don't know, my little interest, we traded him. We let him go to Cincinnati where he was going to ostensibly take over the starting gig in 2022. And that was, of course, when Goose went down with the Achilles and whatever. And so, it's just, and then he started and played well for Cincy. He was part of that finally turning them around, only to lose his job to who's starting for them now that's in the U.S. Yeah, Celentano, who's
lights out.
Lights out. Like, what are you gonna do? I guess I wanted to put it out there. I feel kind of bad that he seems to have been a victim, like similar to Goose with the U.S. men's national team. He just seems to have been a victim of playing behind somebody who was just that a little bit better.
It was Campeones Cup, by the way. Unless he started both. Maybe he started both.
And sometimes, sometimes it happens like that. I mean, it happened like that with Goose and the men's national team. If not for Tim Howard, Goose is the guy.
Yeah.
Correct.
By the way, he's a hometown Decatur boy, so we might see him back around.
Ma'am.
You never know.
Hey.
We see him. They see him all the time. He does work with. I want to say it's Inter Atlanta.
There you go.
Oh, cool.
That he does. It's either Inter Atlanta or the other big one that I can't think of the orange people. The what's the other big club that's in Decatur that I can't think of the name of? It's not Inter Atlanta. It's the other one.
Not Decatur FC. Not the women's side.
Yeah.
No, it's the that.
Glenn, why would he have
Atlanta Fire? Are you talking about the Atlanta Fire?
No.
Why would Alec Khan be starting?
No, well, I'm just saying involved, not starting, but
I
involved.
said
There's plenty of men involved with the women's team.
I know, it just
no.
That's not what she was talking about.
All right. Okay, so moving on. Another. By the way, Cincinnati is also a theme in my list. Cincinnati and coaching.
It's Tysa. I'm sorry, Decatur FC friends.
Oh,
it's Tysa.
They have a training facility down south too. Yeah.
Well, he played his youth development in Tysa.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's partly why he still comes up and does stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
That makes sense.
All
right. So next up, a guy that we do see around from time to time, Mr. Kevin Kratz.
Kratz.
Yeah.
Wild Kratz.
I will never
forget
the double free kick.
I have kids.
It's stuff of legends, man.
Oh, you're so right. That was so awesome.
That was It's amazing that you can pick out a game that was just so significant because of just 2 free kicks going in. Like that, how random, like for us to think in a 10-year span that's something that we can easily pluck out.
He was a fun player.
That has happened, I would bet, very few times in the history of MLS that somebody's hit 2 direct free kicks in a game. I'm sure it's happened before. I think
Thiago did it.
Yeah.
Thiago and Kevin Kratz.
But for us to have 2 of the entries into that record book, pretty significant.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
So Kratzy cut his coaching teeth at Roswell Soccer Club, you may remember, until 2023 until he started managing Atlanta United's U16 team. Then he led the team to the first ever MLS Next Championship.
That's right.
He was on the 2023 MLS All-Star Game staff of Wayne Rooney. And of course, he's continuing with the club and doing stuff with the youth. And we're really glad that Kratzy has stayed around. At least I am.
This is completely unrelated, but in a recent Legends game over in England, Wayne Rooney, all retired Wayne Rooney hit a bike kick.
All 280 pounds.
He still got up and
Wayne
hit.
Rooney hit a
He
bike
still
kick.
he still got
That's
up and hit the
amazing.
bike. I was like, oh.
It's good to know that Wayne Rooney weighs more than me. That makes me feel good about myself.
And yet, can you do a bicycle kick? I think not.
Good try.
Probably not.
I was low key. He's a big guy now. I was low
That's a
key
check mark.
impressive. I was impressed. All right, moving on.
He's very short and
Yeah.
stout.
All right, so next up,
Portly.
next up is out of order. I'm not quite sure how this R got into my list next, but
Sure.
we're gonna go with it.
Glenn can't
Kyle
read.
Rainish,
Rainish.
who left Atlanta United and went and played for Fresno FC. And I have not been able to figure out what he's been doing post-retirement. I remember Kyle primarily with the twos. I went to a twos game, in fact, to get I think a card signed for a friend of mine because he was a former RSL player. I think most of his career was with RSL, and then he came to us. So very brief stint with Atlanta. I can tell you guys knew him well. Shall I move on?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Not out of disrespect,
I
but
do.
just
I do
because
remember him.
I got nothing to say.
I mean, I remember him,
He
but
had
yeah.
great dreads, from what I recall. I think.
He had dreads.
I think so.
No,
Anyway.
he was a clean cut. I think.
Wasn't that guy at one point
No.
when he was with RSL? Maybe not with us. Maybe that's what I'm
maybe.
thinking of. I'm gonna have to look that up, and it's gonna be embarrassing because it'll be recorded forever whether I was right or not. Anyway, moving on. We've got
Yes.
somebody that we will want to spend some time talking about.
Who's that?
A Mr. Jeff Larinowitz.
Larry.
Larry
Larry.
himself.
Larry.
What is he?
All
I always
right.
forget his name.
We're-
I keep forgetting his first name is Jeff, like because we always call him Larry. I'm like, oh yeah,
Great
that's not his
moments with
name.
him. I'll
Right.
never forget him. I forget the player just shoving him to the ground.
Oh yeah.
Like with the forearm, right? It was just kind of a
just
womp.
boom.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I will also never forget. It was that same season. I was sitting upstairs for the Campeones Cup final. Like I didn't know it was the Club America section, and I was sitting basically adjacent to the Club America section. And
That had to be.
but just friendly banter, with the fans from Mexico and everything, because the fans around us had actually traveled from Mexico for the game,
Mhm.
and just never forget like them giving Jeff shit, like, oh, he's old, he's not doing much, it doesn't matter, he has the armband, and then he hits the kick.
Rocket.
Oh my god! Like I
Rocket.
will never forget how
Yep.
big of an asshole
That's-
I was for like 30 seconds.
Great.
Hey, that's when you're
Great
supposed to do
moment.
that, so it's fine.
Great
Oh,
moment
yeah.
with him.
Oh, it was
I
great.
loved all the anytime they would do like the player ratings videos, and he was just not a technical or social media guy, and he was always so
No.
awkward with it, and it was just gold, just fucking gold. I miss Larry, man. What is he up
No,
to?
man, he would
Oh,
always
I
have
was-
like a newspaper on the player bus or whatever is what one of the guys said. Like
Yeah.
he'd always like be
Newspaper.
back there like literally reading the newspaper.
Yeah,
Larry
No,
in the
in all
back of the New York
seriousness,
Times.
Jeff's resume really is quite nice, and I would like to just put a shout out there that if he ever wanted to come back, maybe we could use his help. So since retiring, he too has moved into player development and executive roles, and he is currently serving as the director of player pathway for FC Cincinnati.
yeah, it's cool.
Over the twos and guiding their academy players towards the first team.
That's really cool.
And by the way, under his leadership, FC Cincinnati 2 finished first in the Eastern Conference in MLS Next Pro in 2024, made the playoffs for the first time. And he was also a finalist for MLS Next Pro Executive of the Year in 2024. And, he has a background in talent scouting for the U.S. national team and as a lead technical consultant for MPS Data on player analytics. And I'm just going to mention that one of the things we haven't overturned is our scouting department. And I don't know, Larry,
I like
if
where
you
your
ever
head's
want
going.
to come back.
Yeah, I like where your head's going with that. No,
I would absolutely love it if Larry came back here and did something with us. But if I recall, his family's in this greater,
I think that's true.
that region and area, and that's
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
I
see
think
see
that's
that. Here's a fun trivia fact with Larry too. Don't forget, he bore witness to Michael Parkhurst's midfield bomb goal, his only goal, Parkey's only goal in MLS for the New England Revolution back in
I forgot he only scored one goal.
06 or 07. He was there with him on the field. There's video of them embracing midfield because Parkey hit it from the circle, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool that they ended up back together, you know, at Atlanta United in both sort of leadership roles. His leadership was vital. Yeah, maybe he's not done here, but like you said, the family thing is probably going to prevent that. But that's cool what he's doing.
I just thought he was from California, but is his current? I guess maybe his family settled there. But
I do know that there's definitely a percentage of his family that is like somewhere not too far from Philadelphia.
No.
Gotcha.
Or at least they were back in 2019.
All right.
Okay.
Moving on. Who's
All
next?
right. So moving up, we're gonna
I'm
have
really upset. Oh, I'm really upset that I couldn't find the picture of the first game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium when they accidentally blew smoke and it wouldn't go out. And then they have a picture like of Jeff on the Halo board, and it looks like he's sniffing all the air. And I just spent the last 2 minutes trying to find it on my phone.
Well, keep searching. If you find it, let us know.
I will.
We got
I
time.
will.
All right.
We'll be here. in a
Yeah,
minute.
we still got a lot of players to get through.
Next up,
Probably.
we have Lisandro Lopez,
Ah.
who briefly played with us
I
in
remember him.
2021. And his father passed away, and that's why we terminated his contract so he could go back to Argentina.
Oh, I remember that now. Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
He was supposed to be like a guy. For
Yeah,
us, right?
yeah.
He was going to be
And
the guy.
that whole
I
situation.
handed in the armband a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
It
that
was around the
tough.
same time as Ozzy, like because we
Yeah.
wanted like some of those, the
Wow.
veteran presence kind of.
See, that's
going.
why I love doing
Yeah.
this too, because it's not just for everybody else. Like I forgot all about that too. I remember that moment now. Oh wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, he
Sometimes-
was
and
supposed
it-
to come in
sometimes
and,
it-
like be our replacement Parkey captain,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then his dad got really sick, and they were like, "Well, fine, we understand." And he declared like immediate retirement, so it wouldn't be a cap impact or whatever.
Mhm.
And and then if I remember,
So-
his father passed away like not so long after we let him go back to.
Well, then that was the right thing to do.
Absolutely.
So, no, his father passed away, and then he went back to handle.
Oh,
I
that's
think,
the
the business.
Nick's putting up the
And-
photo of Larry and the.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Halo.
And
Put that into the chat
send it
there,
in the chat.
Nick.
Later, he joined
Oh, I don't know
Club
how to do all that.
Atletico Sarmiento in the Argentina Primera Division. And if you can believe it, as of 2025, at the age of 42, he is still active with Sarmiento, though I think he's probably nearing the end of that career. But the guy is still going strong since leaving.
Sure.
So there
If
you
you
go.
can hack it. You
Not
can hack
many
it.
players play to 42 and
Everybody
top league of their
wants to
country.
stay involved. I would want to.
I get it. Totally get it.
I just turned 42, and lo and behold, the other day I realized I'm like, I'm actually in college right now. We actually have sports teams. I should look into actually going to these games and like being part of the athletics that goes on, including both men's and women's soccer and softball. I'm
If
like,
anybody has,
I should go to these games.
if anybody has a hamstring, they'd be willing to donate to Kat.
Yes. No, it'll be both knees and both ankles,
Mm.
please.
Oh God.
All right, who's next?
I'm pretty sure
So
Jenny would
next
kill me if
up
I
in
went out
our
for the
list
softball team.
of sometimes it's last name, sometimes it's first name. We have one Luis Araujo.
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 Hey, he's doing all right.
How did you get? Wouldn't he have been with the A's?
Yeah, it got
sorry.
mixed
That's
up.
what I
It's
said.
fine.
That's why I made
Let her do her
fun of
thing.
it. Kyle Rainish.
Glenn
should be
can't
yours.
copy and
Oh, it's
paste.
fine. Keep going.
Either.
So
He's doing well.
Fine. Is it really?
yeah,
Is it really
he's
okay?
still with
Yeah, I was just
Flamengo
asking.
in Brazil.
And he's kind of balling.
He signed a contract through 2027. And last year, he made 33 league appearances, scoring 7 goals and 3 assists. So,
Fly.
yeah, that's good for him. He's playing on the right wing.
Yep. He's doing well
I wonder
too.
where that's
I
at,
mean,
having a right winger.
it just never happened for him here. That was another shocker. I really thought wow, we got somebody complete here. This is what we need, and it never happened consistently enough for him.
I feel like towards
No,
the end, it
and-
really felt like he truly was just in his head. And I feel like the
Mm.
consensus for everybody was that he just needed a change of scenery.
It worked.
And it just had
Well, he
come
got it
to
and it
that
worked.
It worked.
place. Yeah.
It did, and I just wonder, like, I wonder if he got here and when he was being pitched, it was Heinze, South American style, that kind of thing. And then he got here and it was Gonzo,
Not that.
not that.
It's interesting.
And it just never really clicked for him. And we thought going into 22, like, okay, he had a cup of coffee, he looked pretty good. Like, tears his hamstring on opening day and misses like half the year. Like, never really had a chance.
Yeah. Also fair. Also true. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you've got him and Almada and Marcy Moreno trying to like occupy all the same space.
Yeah, all just kind of odd ducks.
Gee, we don't know anything about how that goes down. Where everybody,
we got plenty of room to talk more about that dynamic with this list.
Yeah,
so,
keep going, keep going.
All right, so next up, I have one, Aiden McFadden, who is not in Atlanta anymore. He was loaned out to Louisville FC in the USL Championship, where he was permanently transferred. And
where?
Louisville City FC. So he's in the USL.
Louisville?
Yeah. Louisville. Is it Louisville?
Oh.
Louisville.
I thought it would be
Louisville. Up the Louis.
It's Kentucky. Yeah. It's Kentucky, not St. Louis. So I think it's Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville. But anyhow.
Louisville. Whatever. You can say it however you want to say it. But
we
anyway,
prefer the French pronunciation of Louisville.
Louis.
You know a fun fact about this particular USL team that I just like to say because I think it's so stupid. When FC Cincinnati first came into MLS, Topps, the manufacturer of MLS cards, released a Cincinnati team card. It was like the only card in the set for that year. But the photo on that card is actually from Louisville City SC. And
that's
so.
How do you mess that up?
I don't know.
Wow.
Every
I bet that card's
City
worth a lot of
FC
money now.
fan wanted that card and bought it, and it was just like it like the gall. Like if I was a Cincy fan, I don't know how I get over it. Just terrible. Anyway,
ultimate face palm.
Well, McFadden has been doing great. He earned USL Championship first team all league honors, actually, scoring 4 goals and 4 assists. So
Aiden was good.
Good for him. I'm sure we will see him in MLS.
As a right back, that's pretty good.
That's really good.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Really good. So I think we'll be seeing him back in MLS in the future.
Okay, cool.
Up next, we have one Fernando Meza. He was another player that was in 2021. He came in through Heinze, right? He was a Heinze signing.
Fernando?
Sometime around COVID, yeah.
Yeah.
When you hear the band.
He left us and went to Necaxa and Argentinos Juniors, and he is currently playing for CD Palestino in Chile's Primera Division. And even though he is now 35, he remains an active center back. Doesn't look like he's retiring, so good for him. Amazing. Anybody? Anything else? No?
Not on here.
All right.
No.
Next up, we have our own lucky Irishman, Jake Mulroney.
Oh, Jake from State Farm.
Yep.
Our third most successful Irishman.
Right. So, you may
Wait,
recall that
Irishmen?
he was sent to Orlando Shitty. And then he now is playing he's back in Ireland, playing in the Premier Division with St. Patrick's Athletic. And he signed a multi-year deal in 2023. Had 31 appearances, a goal, and 2 assists. So it seems like Jake's been doing well. And yeah, wishing the best.
I wonder how sick of having to do St. Patrick's Day related things, playing, he had to do all our St. Patrick's Day stuff, of course. And now he's playing for St. Patrick's Club, whatever that, like, I don't know. Wouldn't that get?
I feel like if you're Irish, you're not escaping St. Patrick for much time in your life. Like, right? Like, it's going to come around.
Yeah.
So anyway, next up, we've got Mr. Atlanta himself. We miss him. Build the statue.
Yeah, we will.
Joseph Martinez.
It'll get built at some point.
Oh, Joseph Martinez.
It'll get built at some point. There'll be something.
Better if they know it's fucking good for
It
them.
might.
It just may not actually be at the bench.
It might be when he retires from football
Yeah.
altogether, but there'll be something. There will be.
And look, Joseph has been bouncing around the league, finding himself.
Bit of a journeyman.
First down in Miami,
Yep.
got a little training with Messi and friends before moving on to CF Montreal, where we saw him before defeating him in the playoff game.
Right.
Had an excellent game that
A
game.
little note about that. Joseph tried single-handedly to put that team on his back and knock us the hell out.
Oh yeah,
Sure did.
And he came a PK save from Brad Guzan away from doing it.
Yep. It was
100%.
That was just such an epic battle of wills.
It was great.
I don't know that anybody in the media or whatever picked up on, but like when you watched like the post game out, and I don't know, I was a lot insane with that.
I was there in person. You could see him and Brad John at each other between plays.
Like it was pretty hardcore, and like I just you love to see it, right? Because then Joseph was basically crying on the pitch that night, and Brad was the one giving him like a hug and a boot, like whatever. Like you love to see that kind of interaction, and man, I wish I don't think it's the right move for this club, but
I know,
I love it.
I know,
but
I know.
I gotta say he's got to land somewhere. I mean, he was with San Jose. And he scored 14 goals and 3 assists last year, y'all, which was significantly more than the millions of dollars worth of players that we have.
You would think we should
last season.
We should start hearing about player moves here pretty soon in the next week or two.
Yeah,
I am not putting
Free
away
agency opens this
100% my low-key hope that maybe some of this GAM money we just got from.
Guys, get excited! The re-entry draft is on Wednesday.
I got my popcorn ready. The GAM you were talking about from Noah Cobb, like as much as I don't like really good homegrowns being shipped off, I don't know if you can say no to $500K in GAM for Noah Cobb. Good for him. Wow.
I mean, the fact that we turned Cobb and Morales into about
Efrain,
a max TAM worth is
it's incredible. It's incredible. I mean, I know we're all tired of good business. All we want to do is have good players who want to be here and win things. But
Billy Cobb was one of those. I don't want to get derailed on it, but he was absolutely one of those
100%.
players who played for the badge and wanted to be here and wanted to be a part of it. And I am very.
But man, did they drop that bag?
It's sad to see him go for sure.
But they dropped that bag, and you got to pick that bag up. You just do. So anyhow,
I will also say that I'm really glad to see Joseph back in goal scoring form. Because he remains one of the MLS all-time scorers. And he's been the one guy that I've seen that I truly am like, maybe he will stay around in the league long enough and be productive enough to pass Chris Wondolowski.
Oh, he's got a ways to go. I thought it was
really cool. He does, but he does have a ways to go. It's possible.
It's possible. Look,
if he could get going at a clip again.
The league is better. The league is better when he's in good form. All around. The product is better.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought it was cool that he got a chance to go out to San Jose and be around. Wando's still very involved with the club, and I thought that was cool to see the two.
And Bruce Arena's probably like the perfect coach for him at this point in his life, right?
Yeah.
Him and Bruce Arena getting along up there, like that's probably it's the first time he ever didn't really have a problem with his coach.
And them parting ways is why I just really am not putting a full pin in my belief that he could be coming here, because I just struggled to see him leaving if he had a good thing and they wanted to keep him. But that's just me.
Understood.
We guys ready to move on, or you want anything else on Joseph?
No.
All right, cool. Speaking of Martinez's, the other Martinez brother, Mr. Pity Martinez.
Mr. Vine City himself.
Vine City?
What?
Because he'd always kick the ball to the Vine City MARTA station.
That's mean.
Oh my god.
That is so mean-spirited. That is so mean-spirited.
To the sky.
Fucking true.
To infinity.
Come on, man. Come on, he's gone. Give him man. That's.
Hey, do you think if he came back,
he's gone, and he was terrible when he's here?
Like support section.
Okay. I have a worse nickname that's probably on your list, Glenn, and I don't know if you want to know what it is now, or if you want me to wait until you get to the point.
Go ahead.
So it could be worse. I could have called him Kubo with Torres.
Right. Well, Kubo was generally bad. PT
No, you just call
PT did not live
the winning goal in the Open Cup final.
PT
so,
did
he
not
did have a couple of his
the weight was too much. It did not
Yes.
he did not live up to it. Was he?
And the billing was too high.
It was. I mean,
so much pressure.
I remember the club.
I also wonder if he was just never going to succeed here when it was clearly Joseph's team.
Maybe not.
Oh, time for my bed.
It's possible.
Maybe not. Like maybe he needed to be his team, and he came in here and it really wasn't.
I mean, look, the club. I remember them tweeting stuff out in the preseason when PT was going, saying, "Boom, he's automatic." Like the billing was too much. It was too much, and actually, we did really well to move him on in COVID season and get the money that we did. We actually profited from him because we just went to Saudi Arabia with him.
Where he stayed for 3 years.
Right.
So he did well there.
I feel terrible for how his career went after he left.
It was tough. Lots of injuries too.
All the injuries,
yeah.
Really
big injuries,
ACLs, and yeah.
Well, we didn't do that to him, so.
But he got his bag. He got his money. His family's set.
Yeah, he's good.
So.
Yeah. So look, he played for 3 years in Saudi Arabia, and now he's back in Argentina.
Yep.
He's been with River Plate, and he's still playing the Premier Division. And yeah, he's recovering from some injuries, but
it's okay.
He's still active for now and playing as an attacking midfielder. And he never, maybe he peaked, right?
South American Player of the
Year. And then, sometimes that happens.
It does.
And he had really big shoes to fill here, and we didn't. Yeah, we put too much on him.
He came in here with the expectation that he was A, going to mentor the boat, and B, going to replace Miggy. No one was going to come in here and replace Miggy from a personality standpoint at that period in time, and we never really did find anybody to fill those shoes other than other than Thiago, but Thiago was a very different kind of player.
Right.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Are you guys ready for it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Mr. Michael Parkhurst.
Parky.
Love Parky. We've all seen Parky around.
Our first captain.
Forever captain.
And
the forever captain.
Forever
now
captain.
He is.
Co-founder and part owner of Rhode Island FC in the USL. And
they're doing well for a new club. They got to the final in their inaugural year. Like, go on, Rhode Island, and they've built a beautiful new stadium.
This year too, didn't they?
They did well. They didn't get that far. I don't think. I think they might have gotten to the conference final. But regardless, they're doing great, and I would love to get up there and watch a match because the stadium they're built looks tremendous. Yeah.
And of course, he's partnered with Mr. Greg Garza, doing the Beyond Goals mentoring with the youth. So coaching adjacent.
Yep.
And yeah, gotta love Mr. Parkhurst.
Yeah, it means
I'll never forget the tackle that he made in the MLS Cup that bounced
to Joseph.
And the best part about that was him talking about after the game that I think he and Goose were talking about a tendency of one of the player that he stripped to go in a certain direction. Mm-hmm. And so he made that tackle. And so the fact that it wasn't just pure dumb luck, like it was
it's up here. It's
preparation and strategy and all that.
Yeah.
And
understanding
him,
the game.
Was his 5th time playing in the MLS Cup, and he finally got it.
I love following him on social media because he always drops these little golden nuggets of just like situational awareness. When the player shouldn't have made the run this way, they should have followed this way. Just these tiny little things that, if you have the soccer IQ, make all the difference. Put your athleticism aside. He had it here. He understood the game.
His anticipation
he just drops
top.
like elite ball knowledge in like the span of a tweet. Like every Atlanta United game, he'll just tweet like once or twice.
Yeah,
because he watches all the Atlanta
he knows
games
ball.
still. Not as much. He watches more Atlanta than he does
God,
Columbus
why?
or New England or whoever else. I don't know.
He loves us, y'all. He loves us.
But that's
he really must love us.
Yeah, he does.
No, you know what though? He really does. Is also. He's on Soccer Down Here like every other Friday.
Correct. Him and Garza.
And whatnot.
Yep.
Him and Garza
Oh,
do that.
wow, I didn't know that.
Which is great because they're not just talking about what they're doing with the kids and the mentoring and the stuff that they're working on there. They have insight to like what the preparation is like into matchups and big games or small games, or how do you get through the season? Like, it's fascinating stuff, and you know, it's always an interesting listen. And his take on the state of the game in general is always fun to listen to. It's great to have him still kind of integrated and involved and part of the soccer landscape
100%.
here in Atlanta,
100%.
even though his primary soccering is no longer here.
Totally agree. And I know that when you win a championship, it sort of like stamps that in time a little bit as like kind of special, but it is really nice to see the number of former players that are still really, you know, close and around and want to be, you know, involved. And we know a handful of others that probably when they retire will come, you know, be around. And that speaks well of what we're
the club
building,
special
even if
means
we're
something to
struggling in
people.
some of the other ways.
All right. Moving on from Parky.
Next up, last on my list,
Ooh.
Marcelino Moreno.
Marcy. I loved Marcy.
I always liked Marcelino Moreno as well. He definitely was not one that didn't play. He always worked hard.
Yeah.
I don't know that it always went the way that you wanted it to go.
It didn't. He was an odd fit.
It was another situation where it felt like you had two people trying to play the same position, and I think he got the short shrift. He got pushed out of his position because at that point, you know, you're not gonna keep Thiago, right, from playing in the midfield.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
He got bounced outside, and the
'cause,
winger, he was never the same, I think, there versus his 10.
And it's so funny because Marcy came in to replace Pitti at like 2 months after Pitti left. Like Marcy came in pretty much immediately, and then had to do his COVID visa paperwork, all that. But he was decent the couple games he played that year, and he was really good that year in 21. Like Gonzo found a way to make it work with him and Arujo and Joseph when he came in that year. Like it worked for a little while.
So after leaving here, he went to Brazil and then returned back to Argentina, and he is still playing for Lanús in Argentina's Primera Division, and he scored 7 goals and 3 assists in 23 appearances in all competitions last year.
No, it's solid.
So those aren't bad.
It's good numbers.
It's a solid year.
I'm looking at his rating. It's 7.22. He's solid, just steady. So it's working for him. Yeah. Good. I'm happy for him. He was always a good guy.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. Well, that's my list.
All right, we did it.
That took us a little less than an hour. Good job, Amy.
Well done. Shall we move on to Nick's?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
I got some good ones on here. Some oldies.
We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
And well, you're gonna really like
good
my
ones.
first one. The Atlanta driver himself, Darlington Nagbe.
Someone get the shoe phone. Where's the shoe phone?
And I was really before I go into the stats. Oh my god!
Literally, just grab any shoe. Like
she's got it.
The best.
Hello,
there you
calling.
go.
Yeah, victory calling. We don't win. We don't win MLS Cup without Darlington.
Nope.
All I do is win. Is
Speaking of winning MLS Cup, happy Cup-anniversary, fam.
Oh yeah, we are recording on the 8th.
It is today.
It is a holiday. It is a holiday.
Hey, everybody.
It's a holiday.
Cup-anniversary.
Yeah.
Happy Cup-anniversary, everybody.
Oh,
love it.
Lord have mercy.
So here's some stuff on Nagbe.
Sure.
He played 15 seasons and won 13 trophies in his career.
Good
night. He
the man
won an MLS
just
Cup.
wins.
Just wins. He won an MLS Cup and a Western Conference in Portland. He won a Gold Cup with the USA, before the...
Gosh, I wish you had been more with
3
USA.
Cups, 3 teams.
I know. And then he won all 4 of the cups we won here, and then he won 6 cups with Columbus in 6 years.
The man is decorated.
He had MLS Cup with 3 teams, guys. 3 teams.
The picture of him with all 4 rings on, like the damn Infinity Gauntlet, echoes so hard, dude. It is
the difference between 2017 and 2018 was Darlington Nagbe.
100%.
He was the key that unlocked our MLS Cup.
And that's the difference between a 55-point team and a point-setting team. And honestly,
can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is there an MLS player that has won more trophies than Darlington Nagbe? Does anybody know?
I don't know. I'll look into it. I'll look into it.
But
I feel
he's
like
one of the most decorated MLS players of all time, for sure.
If you're talking trophies, I mean, maybe not. If you're talking MLS Cups, I know that like probably some of the early DC teams, some of those folks probably won.
I'm talking total trophies because you just said he
talking
won
total.
I'll look into it. Keep going. I'll see what I can dig up.
Individual accolades too. He did just retire at the end of the season, if you didn't remember. But he scored 9 goals and 10 assists for Columbus. He's a 2-time All-Star for them. He scored 2 goals, had 7 assists with us in 2 years, and made the All-Star team. But that was when he was hurt, and so while he was hurt, he did serve the little All-Star games as mentioned for Atlanta. Fun fact.
But Darlington's value has never been in the stats. It's in the intangibles and in the fact that you can literally give him the ball. And I'm telling you, I can barely remember a time of seeing him have the ball taken off of his foot. He's like a safety valve for everything. You just
and
pass
2 things
it
about
to
him
you
I'll
know
never
he'll
forget.
find where to go.
Like yes, we're talking about 2018, how important he was, how it took us to the next level from 17. All of that is true. In 19, in the Campeones Cup final, he looked like one of the best midfielders that the world has ever seen. Like if he played like that all the time, he would have actually signed after that trial at Arsenal. Like, and he would have been a Premier League player. Like that, if he could have done that.
So there is somebody that will rival him, but it's from a different time period, and I don't know if it's fair to compare it. Donovan, Landon, LA Galaxy.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But I mean, if you're your closest company, if you're just behind Landon Donovan,
in terms of
it's you and Landon,
who cares?
Like, that's crazy.
Who cares?
And look,
1 or 2 more. Darlington was a baller. Who cares?
That's some high cotton right there.
Yeah.
Look, Nagbe, I have, I think me and everybody that watches the U.S. national team has dreams of an alternate universe in which Nagbe stays and keeps playing with the national team because he's probably the best midfielder we've ever produced.
Yeah, we would have won 7 World Cups.
And on that note, I don't have any doubt that Nagbe makes the 26 if the World Cup starts tomorrow and he wants 100%. To be in it. Is he a starter? Is he the starter next to Tyler Adams? Like, if Poch hates Weston McKennie and
he's done. He's retired, man. Darlington's done.
Well, sure, but I'm saying hypothetically, like
in my
alternate have to retire universe. This
year. Yeah. In a perfect world, is he the starter? I can't say no.
He could have had 3 or 4 years as a starting quality player this year.
And if you
just want it to be done.
He's a difference maker.
And look, if you read the Athletic article, I think that they wrote about his retirement, there are a number of people who, heavily praised him and have said that he could have played anywhere in the world and that and the stats kind of bear that out. There's some crazy stats on Nagbe that are the best in the world, not just MLS. So we got to see a great.
And what does it say about Nagbe that we've talked about him longer than literally?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I was just about to say we got to move on, but we've spent a good 5 minutes on Nagbe, and it's deserved. It's deserved.
It's deserved. Last funny story. I'll take 30 seconds.
Go.
So when Parkhurst was on Major League Journeyman last time, I think it was Major League Journeyman, he told a story about how him, Guzan, and Nagbe in 2018, when they were in Columbus for a road trip, they learned because of Brad Guzan that you cannot take a scooter through a drive-through because at 2 a.m. they wanted McDonald's. So they snuck out of the team hotel and scootered to a McDonald's drive-through, and they would not serve them.
It's those stories that I miss more than anything about this club. The fun, the camaraderie, the La Banda, whatever. Like I miss that. And
well, you have a lot.
That was the 3 Americans.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But
you have a lot more fun.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
We appreciate you. Yeah. Enjoy your retirement. Well deserved.
Yep. One of the best. One of our best tifos as well. With Darlington and Black Panther. That was
and cool. We'll never forget the Atlanta driver.
And that's legend. That's
you well.
That's stuff.
And we'll never forget that
stuff of legends.
Glenn forgot about this, but he also forgot about the note that Taylor Twellman was obsessed about when Frank handed him a note when he was on the field once. And there's the picture of him. He looks at the note and he's like, like you can see him say that on the broadcast. I'll just never forget that. Right. I'll find that video and send it to you guys sometimes. Onward. All right, next, Dion Pereira. Remember Dion Pereira?
No.
Yes.
He started at left wing in the Campeones Cup final.
Yep, I remember him.
And assisted Emerson Hyndman for the goal.
I remember him.
But after that, he stayed here for a year and then went to Luton Town for a couple years before they were a Premier League team. And then he was loaned down to the National League for a little while. But now he's at Crawley Town in League Two.
Crawley Town.
It is Dion Pereira.
You know, the only reason I know about any of those leagues is thank you, Wrexham. Thank you, Robin Ryan.
Oh yeah. I actually watch League 2 and League 1 all the time. I really love watching the
You
FA
really
Cup
have
matches.
no life, is what you're trying to tell us?
No, it's what I do at 6 a.m. when I'm at CNN doing like just waiting for my shows to start. Like I have to have something on. You'd be surprised how interesting it is when it's like Grimsby Town versus Crawley Town. Those guys play their fucking hearts out. They are playing for the rest of their life. Like they are trying so hard. And the thing is that in some of those places like Wrexham and Sunderland, that's all those towns have is football. So the entire town shows up.
One of my players on my list plays in League One.
It's football is life.
Yep.
It's part of living there. It's the culture, and I love it. I'm jealous of it.
I've got a couple players on my list who are involved with like League One and below in England right now.
Yeah.
There's some interesting stuff going on. It is like you said. It feels like that community grassroots football. It's fun.
I'm just going to say this. I follow a guy on TikTok who it's called Non-League Review. And that's all he does is go to the under National League and below, goes there, tours the ground, eats their scran because that's what concessions is there. He gets a pin badge, he gets a pie if they're serving one, watches the match, and that's it. And he reviews the and I'm like, I've literally never heard of this place. Most people haven't.
That sounds tailor-made.
Send me that. I want to watch that. That sounds fun. It sounds like interesting.
All right.
Non-league review.
Next is from the inaugural team, Jacob Peterson. He did score 3 goals off the bench that year, but retired at the end of 2017. And now he has been at Sporting Kansas City since 2020, where he was a broadcaster until the Apple deal. He did not get picked up by Apple to be a broadcaster. And so he's been a scout in their front office. But previously to Atlanta United, he won a lot of trophies. He won 3 trophies with Kansas City, 2 Open Cups and an MLS Cup, and a Canadian Championship with Toronto in 2010 and 2011, and was an NCAA national champion in 2000.
Well, that's pretty good.
He was one of the good veteran presences that we had in 2017, and he had a great man bun.
Oh, that man bun was acceptable. That thing was powerful. It was like Garrett Bale.
Yeah,
acceptable.
So,
all right, this next one is fun. Florentine Pogba.
Oh yes.
For only
arguably
1 year.
the better Pogba.
The fun Pogba.
I mean, arguably.
Wow. Arguably the less controversial Pogba.
Less controversial.
Arguably.
Yeah, there's no argument.
Well, he's not very controversial because he played in both of our cup finals and we won both of them, so that helps. He came on in the Open Cup final after LGP got a red card, and he won the PK against Club America that Joseph converted to win the game. So there's some lore.
Cool.
All right. So we're gonna go on a tour around the world of where he's been.
All right.
So we went to Socha in League 2 or in League 2 in France. Sorry, from 2020 to 2022. That's where he went after League 2. I don't know. And then we're gonna enjoy these
Nick
pronunciations.
To say duh over and over.
League 2. God.
Yes.
Then for the next 2 years, from 2022 to 2024, he went to Mohun Bagan SG in the Indian Super League. And then last soccer year, 24 to 25, he was at RE Virton in the Belgian National Division 1, which is the 3rd tier of Belgian football. And this year, he went to Stade Poitevin in the French National League 2, the 4th tier of French football, and that is where he plays right now.
I didn't know France had 4 tiers deep of football. So
they've got like.
So is that
10.
like
Absolutely.
League 1 France?
That would be so. England has 4 professionals, like Premier League Championship, League 1, League 2.
And National
I think
League.
they only have 2 or 3, and then National League is below that. I don't think
that's right.
That's semi-pro. And then so I think where he's at is the 4th tier, but I think only the 3 tiers are.
I think you're right. All right.
Well,
that's
like
quite
that.
the global trot for him.
Right. Thanks for going on a tour around the world with me. Next, Air Force One, Juanjo Parata.
Woo-hoo!
Did you know he scored 7 goals for Atlanta United in 1 year?
Three headers in 1 match.
He did. He kept us alive for the playoffs that match too.
His Instagram
he's the
photo
only defender.
of him getting sized
he's a good
burned into
follow.
my brain. I know we all know the one I'm talking about, where they've got the tape
I don't.
measure out.
Why don't you describe it for me and the folks at home?
Just
yes,
I don't know. Maybe
musical
no. You need to pull it up on your phone and show the camera like I
just
did.
chiseled, like every aspect of like a human shouldn't look that good. Not overly muscular.
Yeah, he's got close, like he's got some shots that rival Tito's Instagram.
Yeah, 100%. He's
does.
the only one that comes
Really?
close. He's
Yes.
the only one that comes close.
Yes.
Yep.
Is he got a smolder?
Oh,
he does.
He has more of a smolder than Tito does.
Air Force One and Jande Silva had like a little rivalry going on for their custom merch gear. Because Jande, when we showed him when Cheryl showed him the Jande earrings, Jande was so excited and he pointed to one. He's like, "Look one!
I remember that. Oh man.
I'm on an earring.
Yeah, just go to Instagram and look at the second photo
it's on one of the
that he
videos,
has
and one's like, no, look, I got this kit, and it's all me, and yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
like
that's good stuff. So he is the only defender to score a hat trick in club history and the highest scoring center back in our club's history. Other than Atlanta United, he has literally only played for Tigres. So he'd won a couple trophies there beforehand. He won the first ever Campeones Cup in 2018 and the CONCACAF Champions League in 2020 in the bubble. And then he went back to Tigres and has played some meaningful games, but they haven't won anything since he's been back there. All right, next one. This is a player that I really haven't thought about a whole lot, but he started MLS Cup final. Probably the one that we remember the least is Eric Remedy.
I used to call him the Pitbull.
Oh my God, Shemetti!
I used to call him the Pitbull because that's all. He was just an enforcer. He was like a hockey enforcer.
He was literally good at one thing, and it was like kicking people.
Yes, yeah, that's what I mean. He was a bully.
Nice. You need that in life.
He was just a big, beefy guy.
He did also score the first playoff goal in our club's history.
And he did the shimmy.
The Shemetti.
He did. I remember that.
Shimmy.
He was
like
best. 3 minutes behind because I was doing the Shemetti already.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a legend. Yeah, I miss him.
So
and the toe poke goal was just great.
Oh yeah, and then they just sat on it after that. Yeah, that was an interesting one. That was when Almiron was still not fully healthy, right? Something like that.
We called him the thick fielder with 3 C's.
So he left after the 2020 season. He went to San Jose Earthquakes. He was on Matias Almeida's crazy pressing team for 2 years.
Right.
And then he went to Banfield in 2023, where he was also before Atlanta United. Then he went to San Lorenzo in 2024, and now he's at Penarral in Uruguay. He's been there since this year.
Cool.
All right. Probably one of the most misaligned players in Atlanta United history, but newly crowned MLS Cup champion Rocco Rios Novo is the next player on my list.
Wild.
Wow.
Fucking wild.
Shit, right?
What in the blue hell is going? The timeline. The timeline has skewed. Like what?
And it is so weird because let's Glenn, you and I went on this journey. We were watching MLS Cup.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Like this is insane.
We were talking about it, and
I was having the same conversation with myself, but not with you guys. Yeah. So go on.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Sometimes it's good to talk to yourself. The smartest people do that, they say. So let's go on Rocco's journey.
Sure.
Right. His first ever game with the club, he was signed to the Twos, so he gets an emergency call up to go to Costa Rica, or
I think it was.
It was Costa Rica.
It was Costa Rica in 21, right?
Yeah.
And then, so 20 minutes in, Brad gets sent off because he just does the like keeper outside the box thing that you can't do when you slide tackle the shit out of somebody. You can't do that. Sorry. You're protected in the box, not outside of it. So then it's like, okay, Rocco, put the shirt on. Go have fun, buddy. Go get him, champ.
He did.
Good luck.
Those were his 2 first team appearances in 2021. Because Brad was healthy, and then when Brad went to the national team that year for the Gold Cup, Can played. So there was no reason to have Rocco around. Rocco gets promoted for the 2022 season because they don't want to go find a third keeper, I guess. And of course, he ends up playing, and he also had the infamous free kick moment against Orlando City when he, quote unquote, did not hear the whistle. And most of the fan base will blame the supporter section for their whistles. But if he had heard the supporter section whistle, he would have gotten his sorry ass in place.
Right. Okay, I remember that.
Anyways.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Gonzo took way too long to bench him. He goes to Phoenix Rising for 2023 and 2024 and plays a lot of games. He wins a USL final over there and was good.
Interestingly enough, he beat Jackson Conway
for
the USL championship in 2024 against Charleston Battery.
That's right.
He did. And it's one of those classic examples where he went down to the level he needed to be at, played very well. Then Inter Miami brings him back to MLS on loan from Argentina. I didn't find the club. But, I think 17 league and playoff appearances, 5 clean sheets, 5 because they didn't add one on Saturday. And then he won the Eastern Conference and then MLS Cup with them. They don't win MLS Cup if they're starting Messi's 40-year-old friend in goal.
And they were talking about the fact that they had lost 1 game since he started playing. He is he was good. He is a beast of a short keeper, man. I love it when you get a short keeper in a pro league, because they have to be aggressive, and he is a shot stopper. I mean, some of the saves he made were excellent.
It was Lanús in Argentina.
Oh, it was Lanús. Yeah. He was hanging out there.
And apparently, they've already announced that he's going back from loan
to Miami. Oh, did they announce roster decisions today?
This is what I'm seeing so far. But he may come back. But yeah, incredible, wild journey. He's got 2 domestic trophies here. It's by kind of, I'm not saying he didn't earn it, but happenstance, a little bit of just wildness that this happened.
And if you watched reverse Alec Kahn syndrome.
Yeah.
And if you watched,
oh dang!
Oh,
and keep in mind that Kahn was on the team that Rocco won the.
Alec out here catching strays. Okay, all right, go ahead.
And last thing on Rocco. Yeah. If you watched Miami's games this year, I mean, they didn't have much to do against Nashville, the 2 games they won, or against Cincinnati. But against New York City, when it's 2-1, if he doesn't make that save and it's 2-2, you don't know if they win that game. They didn't really get tested like that, but he makes that save in the 65th minute against Tavon Gray, I think, and he keeps the lead for them right there. And then if Vancouver get the 2-1 lead, those couple shots they had when they had the better run in the second half,
he's going to be known for that. He's had big moments. Big moments.
And now he's a moments guy.
Yeah, he's a moments guy. Yeah. All right.
Absolutely. All right, moving on. This is another one we'll want to spend some time on. Miles Robinson played for us for 7 years, 133 appearances, and won all the trophies with us. He did start 2 of the cup final, the 2 in 2019, and he also did start 1 playoff game in 18 when Jeff was suspended. He made the MLS Best 11 in 19 and 21, All-Star those years as well. Was the club's 2nd ever draft pick, because remember, we somehow duped Orlando into giving us a draft pick the first year and got Gressel and Miles out of that draft. And then since then, he complained about the turf, and then also the incident at the Battery happened, and he decided he was done with Atlanta and went to FC Cincinnati, where he has elevated himself to be the club captain. He was captaining the team during the playoffs when Miazga was not there. Additionally, he did score the winning goal on a header in extra time of the Gold Cup final in 2021, and has also won the Nations League 2 years with the men's national team, and was absolutely robbed of that 2022 World Cup appearance because Miles got them through qualifying. He was the linchpin of Berhalter's team that year. And so he should get to go this year. It looks like Poch likes him enough that he's probably number 3 or number 4 on the depth chart. If he's healthy, he's probably going to go, is what it looks like. So there's Miles.
He's just not going to start, which is kind of...
It kind of sucks. I wish he could beat out Tim Ream for that spot, but in the last couple windows, he just hasn't been good in the U.S. shirt. Really only Chris Richards has been good. Someone's got to step up and take that, because I don't really trust, Tim Ream is an American hero, but at 37.
Well, I will say for the 2 friendly fixtures we have coming up here in March, which I'm very excited about.
Me too.
I know most everybody's buzzing about it. I am in possession of the Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood banner, and I'm ready, willing, and able to hang it if it is so required.
Oh yeah, we should.
I think
we
so.
Yeah, because it's U.S. soccer, but
already in discussion. I'm just putting it out into the universe.
Totally.
That, I know. That banner is in my garage right now.
All right.
And the other thing I'll say about Miles is, with the U.S. right now, is if they play that back 3 system where Sergiño Dest is essentially a winger, he could be that right center back, but no one really has the 1v1 ability and the speed he has, and you got to take advantage of that while we have that in the pool, because another center back may not bring that later on.
Fair.
So, all right, moving on to one of my least favorite players in Atlanta United history is Matheus Rossetto. I was really happy when he left, and don't tell Jason Longshore I said that.
Don't tell Jennifer you said that. Like, Jennifer loved him.
Do you know what my Reddit flare was for like 3 years?
No, it was before I met you.
Absolutely loved him.
Who's mad? It was
for what? Passing the ball 5 yards in his own half? He didn't do anything.
Woo, he's fighting words.
I said what I said. Sorry. I know Gonzo loved him.
You
but
were
like,
wrong, and that's okay because I don't feel like.
Dude, he made Tristan William Baugh look good. Come on.
No, he did not cough up. He doesn't cough up the ball anywhere near as much as Tristan does. And not
okay, but when Tristan came in and did something besides stand on the edge of his own box and watch the ball go by him.
Amy, what are you doing over there? Why are you talking to yourself? You're like on mute.
My Google didn't understand in the bathroom, and Hannah has to go to work tomorrow. She's going to be mad at me for being loud. It's
all right.
But
I mean, fair enough.
94 appearances. Yeah. 94 appearances for him, 1 goal, 3 assists. Gonzo gave him the armband several times when the first 5 people in line for the armband were out of it. I don't know why Gonzo might have kept his job longer.
I didn't agree with giving him the armband. I thought that was a little much. But
I mean, at that point he'd been on the team for 3 years and nobody else had. So
I mean that. Yeah. Granted, everybody
Sam wasn't there. Walks wasn't there.
We had nothing left in 2022. So
yeah, right. If it was him or Alan Franco, I can understand why you pick him. But God, nobody made me more mad in an Atlanta United shirt than that guy.
I just didn't think he made a huge impact. I don't have a big issue with him the way that you seem to, or a love for him the way Jennifer does. I just don't think he made enough of an impact. Just like Alan Franco, it's just another person that just kind of.
Okay, no. I don't know what he made more of an impact than Alan Franco did.
What I'm trying to say is I don't know if he did. I just don't think that he made enough of an impact for him to stay, is really what I mean.
Let's get Amy in here. Amy was on mute.
Fortunately, Jennifer Taylor and I are, as she said once, the same premise. And so I fully agree with Jennifer here. I was speechless. Of all the players that I thought after you said one of my least favorite players would have come out of your mouth, Matheus Rossetto, to have that much angst against a guy that no. I'm sorry. And I think he was also a guy that was a victim of the system and the turnover and the turmoil that we had with that team.
Oh, and we were paying him way too much.
He was overpaid for the role that he had in the team and all of that. But least favorite guy,
easily top 5 least favorite player in the league.
Wow.
All right. Well, anyway,
we all know who mine
said
is.
all the things, Jen. We can
Mikey Ambrose.
All right.
I think that's it for him. Next one is Santi Souza, his double pivot partner for a couple years. God, if we're making another list of top 5 both hottest players and missed potential players, Santi Souza,
he's up there.
He's got to be on both of those lists.
He's up there.
He was so good in 2021, and I can tell you the game that it all fell apart for him. It was one of Heinze's last games at the Benz. The Revs were here, and Bruce Arena said, "You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to let Souza pass the ball. I'm just going to have my extra attacking midfielder just man mark him." And then I've never watched Souza have that bad of a game. He never had that bad of a game again.
No.
But something in him broke that day, and he just never tried shit.
By the way, can we just backtrack? Where is Rossetto now? Because you didn't get to that.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. My fault.
Well, that's because I don't care. No, I'm kidding. But,
dude, this is a fan pod.
Shots fired left and right across the bow.
Okay, wait, well, hold on. Before I tell you where he is, that was nowhere near as mean as the comment that Kat made about Mikey Ambrose being a terrible financial advisor for his own soccer career. I listened to that back in the car today, and I was like, that was rude as shit. It made me laugh.
But it was funny as fuck, wasn't it?
It did. It made me laugh. So you know what? And so did that. So that was good. He is at Fortaleza in Brazil. That's where he is.
Fortaleza.
Yeah, I don't know what a Portuguese accent is, but we determined last time it's the same as a Spanish accent, so we'll just go with that. Anyways, so Santi was the first U22 signing in our club's history, and we know how well that's gone for us. But
we're really good at those, by the way. Great track record. Ew.
You know what? You know what else I'll say about Santi Souza before I move on to what he's doing now? Because what he's doing now is a lot cooler. But if you lost as a D mid, your starting spot to Mateus Osetu, what does that say about you? He goes to Racing Club after 2024, originally on loan, and then we get paid for him in before the 2025 season. That's part of how we can afford to get Miggy in and stuff like that. I think all that kind of matters.
It does.
It
It does. It matters. I know we don't like hearing about the money, but it matters.
They won the Copa Sudamericana, which if you don't know what that is, that's like Europa League for Copa Libertadores.
South America.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a legit trophy.
It's a huge trophy down there, and recently he came back from like a broken face injury and then captain Racing Club in I think it was a Copa Libertadores, like a huge match, and like it was really cool to see him come back from that, and he has turned into one of the like best midfielders in South America. Like he's getting consideration for not this World Cup cycle, but I think once they move some people out of Argentina, people are saying he might get called up for the real team.
It'll be interesting. I'm kind of surprised that he hasn't gotten any looks in and maybe he will with the friendlies that they have leading up to the World Cup. Just kind of what they did with Thiago, where here, get in the locker room, get to see how the vibes are, blah blah blah. Maybe you go, maybe you won't, but I remain inordinately sad it didn't work out for Santi here. And inordinately conflicted about it because of certain comments that he made as well. That caused me to stop wearing his earrings.
But, I don't know about those, but we don't need to get into it. But
I was going to say that's a pity because I always thought he had kind of a decent attitude. I mean, he just seemed like I don't want to say a typical South American player because that doesn't sound like I have any idea what I'm talking about.
There are things that get lost in translation, and
sure.
And we could all go back and there was a lot of, there's a lot more made about Thiago coming here than there was with Santi's and there was actions taken and water under the bridge, right? I'm happy to see him thriving because he was exactly the kind of pit bull, angry LGBT.
You're talking about he was tiny. I didn't think of him as.
Oh no, he was an angry little boy.
Well, maybe so, but he was wiry. I didn't
little dog that was an ankle biter. It was great, and I loved it.
He was a solid defensive mid. He really was.
He was a very he needed the right system. We didn't have that for him. He was never.
I also think after Heinze left, after Heinze left, after 2 years of Gonzo ball, and then they brought Muyumba in, and Rosetu and Muyumba were starting over him. I think he was just kind of done with it and ready to go.
Honestly, if the team had been organized differently, we would have kept Franco Ibarra and sent Sosa. I think everybody would agree.
I agree with that
because it's not in the cards.
And nobody wanted Sosa.
Was playing so badly,
right? Because he got broken by the thing that Nick talked about.
We could move that had any value at the time was Ibarra.
Yeah,
and that goes back to the homegrown conversation I was having with someone in the Discord today. You have to trade players that people want.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not as simple. Trade them, move them on. Well, someone's got to take them.
All right. What's next?
2 more for me.
Yep.
One of the most consequential goals in our franchise's history came from one Jandé Silva. Did you know he is second all time in playoff goals for Atlanta United? Because
that doesn't surprise me. He was very clutch for us.
That's kind of crazy.
Oddly clutch, I would say, though, Jennifer. Right? Oddly clutch.
That's kind of a crazy
There's some
stat.
guys that just kind of have that, like Franco Escobar, or there's some other guys I can name in the league. Doesn't matter. They seem to show up when it's.
I love that that's a random stat. I love that stat. That is a good pub trivia.
Whenever we do 5 takes trivia, I'm pulling that one back out because we'll do that sometime this offseason. That'll be fun. But 47 appearances, only 7 goals, 4 assists in all comps. Not great. We wanted more there, especially when we were thinking he could be like a starter on a low end TAM deal. Because I think you want to have 2 kinds of wingers. You want to have your flair winger who's a dribbly boy and can get past guys, and he was good at that. It just never really came off consistently enough. And something with the injuries, and he had a weird foot thing in 2024, and then in 2025 it just never got going. So we sent him to St. Louis for basically nothing other than losing his cap hit. Yeah, right. And then he is now at Hapoel Tel Aviv, where he has played 1 match, and it was his debut, where he played 8 minutes and got a red card. The silence was deafening, by the way.
Yeah.
Last one on my list.
God, I almost
think it's
feel
enough,
like bad about that. Like,
I know. I know what you mean. Yeah.
yeah.
But you know what? Like Miami goal, like I'll never forget that. Like
Of course.
one of the best moments in our
Oh,
club. It's probably the best moment since 2020 in our club's history.
absolutely.
Like, and he did
Actually,
that
one
for
of the
us.
really
Like,
good
him-
moments with him, and I think this was with him, is when he missed.
Spider-Man mask.
No,
right?
when he missed.
Yes.
And Yorgos
Yeah.
went over,
When
And
he missed,
Yakamakis
and
came in,
Yorgos-
picked him up, and tried to get. I know things ended the way they did, but if we could just be in that moment, that really stood out to me. We talked about it on the pod, like that stood out. That was oh wow. I know things ended badly.
I was proud of both of them in that
yeah,
moment too.
yeah. But anyhow, I digress.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Right.
Take us home. One more.
Last one. One Bobby Shuttleworth, who in one of our not finest moments. I'm pretty sure the
Jennifer falls
that
out.
guy out of a job. But, he made 7 appearances for our team before Rocco Rios Novo got the job, before Raul Godinho got the job. And then now he has been the goalkeeper coach for the Florida State women's team for a couple years after that. And now he is the associate head coach so I guess he's like top assistant like Rob Valentino or Kenny Miller or whoever. And then they won while he was there 5 ACC titles. So every year he's been there, they won the ACC and they won a Natty in 2023. So good for them. Just another one of the guys who goes in as a good coach and a good servant.
Before he came here, he had a long career in MLS. Did well.
You know, I kind of feel like I really do feel like, and we've, you know, I think, you know, getting to do like the little questions about, you know, with Greg Garza was really eye opening to this. And, you know, you ask him who sees the game, you know, who makes the best coaches, who sees the game the best. It's always the goalies because they're watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like a catcher in baseball. It's like a quarterback.
That's why I
like
think they make great commentators. I know that, Tim Howard isn't everybody's cup of tea. Okay,
my least favorite soccer commentator.
I got you,
if we're talking about least favorite anything,
I understand.
he's my least favorite soccer commentator.
I understand. But I think in general they make really good voices for that. And I think Brad's going to do great if he continues down that road, which I hope he does. I hope he gets a little World Cup time and whatever else he's going to do.
Sad, given the fact that it was Miami, we didn't get Brad and Dax like beating up on Miami during MLS Cup coverage. I would have, you know, maybe paid some money to see that.
I would have loved to have had Brad down there on the field and interview Luis Suarez. Like, oh hey man,
on the bench.
How's it
as
going?
long as he starts it with, "Hey fucker, how's the game for you?"
Exactly like that.
How's the bench?
Exactly like that. All right.
I would do it. I'm like, oh, I can't say that. I can't say that. Oh, okay, sorry.
Brad's too good of a guy.
Can I just shove you in the back of the net like you were Spider-Man and trap you in my web of despair?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
another legendary
that
moment.
might have been arguably, except that it was Brad, that may have been one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Objectively, it's funny. It's funny.
Objectively,
if it wasn't happening to us, I would have also.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And when Brad like hurls himself up, it's just amazing. Like the whole thing, and then he goes straight at Suarez and just right in his face. Just
you know what I would have liked to have seen in terms of a post-game interview is, so Luis, why is it that this team actually turned around and started winning things when you got benched?
You mean when Nashville complained about you and got you suspended? Because if they don't do that, Miami's not.
True.
I mean,
I completely agree. The key to Miami, you know, it's kind of like, last year against us, it was Yannick Bright, and they wound up playing somebody else and sitting Bright, or Bright got hurt.
They sat Gressel.
He got hurt in game 1.
Yeah, and then Bright got hurt, and they had to. I think they had to play somebody else.
Right.
And I think that was kind of because Bright was the only guy on that team that had our number. And this year it was the whole thing. The whole drama was Suarez, where the league finally was too little, too late to save Nashville, but the league finally did something about Suarez's little punk ass bitch moment.
Man, that's all he is. That's all he's done. He's a great legend, but like, God,
yeah.
his
And
attitude.
as a Liverpool supporter, I have always hated him. I have always hated him.
Even when he was with your club, you didn't.
Even when he was there, like
there's a difference between like. There's a difference between being like just a straight up asshole and being like enough of an asshole that you're at least your own teammates like you. Like,
right.
Like
I'm not opposed to someone being the Dom Dwyer asshole. You know, our asshole, right? Like we like that. I'm not going to say dick because I know where you're going to go with that.
People.
Yeah, I know. bites
he
people,
spits in people's faces. Like it's one of the worst
bites
things.
People. It's terrible. Anyway.
Oh, and look, Jennifer,
awful.
this is our cue to end because Jennifer's frozen. They had a power
Evidently
surge down in
yeah,
Costa Rica.
evidently
is that
the
what happened?
electrical
I
grid.
wasn't sure she fell asleep or
I saw the yellow
Who
light
sleeps
on
like
the
that?
screen.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, bye, Jennifer.
Yeah, evidently the electrical grid in Costa Rica is not as strong as we were hoping. So, with that,
her file kept.
Yeah.
Tell her we should just let her know that we were coming to our end, so to speak. Anyway,
Yes.
so we will continue this in a extremely riveting, as I'm sure it will be, part 3.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Yep.
We will be back, I think, in a few days or a week's time. We might try and time this. We might try and time this with some updates that are going on. If we get them from the club about player signings, coming and goings, who's staying, have we bought out Latte Lot, things like that.
That's not happening, I can promise you.
I mean, even between, just in the couple days between part 1 and part 2, we found out about Noah Cobb's fate. So, having part 3 roll around, not necessarily a bad thing.
There's probably enough news that we could. I haven't talked on a thing in a while, and I don't think you guys have either. So we can
we'll have more news, and we'll give more updates.
Yep. All right, y'all. Thanks very much for listening. We will be back with part 3, my list. It's gonna be great.